Despia Runick, we also have the Untold Power of Sharks, and even Exosister for you. Alright, make sure you guys smash the little crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more Oscar. We're looking at the top 32 now from Kong's big event that they just ran. So this would be some of your X2s and X3s, just kind of give you an idea on like how the rogue sector is kind of looking. So this build's playing Runick with the branded good stuff. Now obviously, you can't call monsters to the extra monster zone because it doesn't exist, but you can use these as cycling to sift through and actually get yourself set up into some incredibly big boss monsters. I see I also have some evenly set up down here, but this list looks pretty interesting. Next up here, we have Vanquish. So this has been a pretty big contender, but also we have Trinity Burst down here actually getting a chance to show up. I've not seen hardly anybody talking about Trinity Burst at all. This is like my first interaction actually seeing this in Vanquish, but you do get to see Impulse and Fire Attacker doing the job. We do have a Meowls down here. May as well take advantage of, it being 3 points, right? It's just one of those cards you're just like, this helps out. We can use the extra body and go. Ooh, we have Mimighoul. The fact that Bot Herder is perfect in this deck, giving you the full ability to, steal something of a boss monster from the opponent just helps out so much for this deck. And the fact that players are generally kind of surprised by this. I also do get to see the Ripple Bird helping out this format as well. Triple Soul and Luna also turning down for what? Ooh, we do have Onomatomat in here with Ryzel. Going with the double star Ryzel in here. We've also got the nodes, because basically just free extenders, right? You may as well have use of, these little free bodies to do the job. The fact that 7 Tachyon still remains free, helping out Exceed-based strategies. It still kind of feels like one of the great wonders of this format. Maybe we'll see that change in restrictions someday, but I think Konami wants to promote diversity on that front. Next up, we have the Tomb Keeper himself, Odeon, actually getting a chance to still do very well. There's no Thunderous Swamps in here, actually. So we're going with things like Dark Ruler no more to try to clean things up. We're using Extravs as our centralized draw power. And then we have Discord. You also have the Non-Fusionary, and you've also got the Eye of Truth. The fact that so many trap cards are potentially showing up in this list as assist tools is kind of crazy. Next up here, we have Thurion with the punk stuff. The fact that, the rising scale is essentially free in this format actually helps punk out crazy well. But your power boss monster is going to be the things that are going to be eating up, those pricing. Look at your Psyche End Punisher and your Dragite. These end board pieces are very, very, very crazy to be seeing. But also, rank 8, getting the big chicken out here. Clear Fields is definitely cute. Next up, we have more Odeon, basically trying to recreate the YCS feel. You have the Angel Trumpeter as your revealed target. It's also another 1900 attack point monster that you're able to work with, which actually can be pretty big. And then we do get to see the Sudden Thunder Swamp. This card is absolutely amazing. When it actually touches down and does its job, it's actually very, very devastating. Next up, we have Block Dragon and Friends. The fact that they, have room for the Block Dragon, but we've also got the Quackimera Guardian and Quackimera Wall in here. These are both hilarious. But, you can't really let these cards wander too free, because if you did, Rocks would just turn out to try to be one of the best and craziest decks. Also, the fact that the boss monster still kind of struggles in this format is a little bit more interesting, to say the least. But, you got your potential. You know what you're working with. We've also got Exosister. Yes, the Ichishiyori Hime was one of the best additions that this deck could have, because now you get the additional interactions for the spirit monsters to basically be able to get the additional normal, but also gets to add a level 4 with that 400 or 800 attack or defense stat, which definitely isn't going to be this, but you know what you're recruiting for this. It definitely helps out the Exosister strategy. Cleanups, also Lightning Vortex is hilarious. Next up here we have, wow, we're playing Drokools and the Azuna, but also, I guess we're just doing more of the Shark package in here. I also see we are side decking the Queen of the Night. That's kind of cute, actually. I don't really think we're don't know, more options seem kind of worth it. Just rank 5 good stuff here. Also, you know, the Ripper is very, very costly in this format. 20 points is nuts. We also do get to see more punk good stuff here. Now, this time, you're not using the Thurion stuff, but we're back on the good old Gold Pride. They basically called up the past and said, hey, you know, we want to test out this package. We want to see, you know, how this can work. And this is actually a pretty solid call. We've also got the triple Scolding in here. Scolding working its way up to being one of the best staple cards that, you know, this format actually wants to have. So, very, very good stuff. All right. Ooh, we have Radiant Typhoon. So, this is basically going to be your rank 3 package, but also, yeah, this is rank 3 turbo. Holy crap. Tour guide with the Terratops. I don't know. I got distracted. I saw the Alucard down here. I was like, oh my god, it's been so long since we've actually seen Alucard getting some love. So the fact that this card is running around down here is very, very nice. I also do get the Pile Up and the Stampede actually doing their jobs for Goblin Bikers. Ooh, we have Fire King. I figured this deck would do a little bit better in this format, but it's so heavily costed. Like 30, 60, and then your last 40 are right here. Like, you have to lose your consistency pieces if you were to try to move around things, but you still have Pot of Extract to get you into draw power. This deck gets to make actual good use of the Torrential Tribute stuff to try to offset things. I also do see Circle of the Fire Kings doing their job in here, which is very, very strong. We also do get to see somebody decided to play Mitsurugi in this format, which is crazy because your ritual is 60 points, man. Like, I guess if you Habagiri and this, you know, if you think that this can work out, I mean, it's fine. Going with the 2 Great Purification here is fine. Dark Rollers and Econs try to, you know, board break up and, you know, get your big body established is kind of crazy, but losing those consistency pieces kind of hurts. We also do get to see, oh, wow, I see that we just decided that we were both going to bring this to the table. This build also going with the Futsu here, with the triple pre-prep. I mean, this makes sense, right? You've got to be able to keep the ritual in cycle just so that you can kind of continuously abuse it. But also, I mean, your rank 4 package isn't really too crazy. I kind of figured maybe they play something like maybe Giant Hand or something in here. Especially like if you're exploring Mitsu as an actual competent deck in this format, but okay. And then we've also got the Sudden Thunderous Swamps return back. You get to see the Trumpeter doing their job here, which is very, very nice. And of course, you know, full Primite package, along with actually seeing the Primite Scream doing its job. And also, hello, good old Statue of Anguish pattern. You're probably one of the best things we could have. It's definitely still kind of cleaning up a lot of the problems here, but, you know, this format still looks very, very, very fun. Now that we've got more data in the books for this block of Genesys format, what I can tell you is, yeah, Vanquish Soul feels a little bit further ahead, but it's not that it's this unwinnable matchup. It's just, it's the deck that more players are gravitating towards as of right now. Now, you know, Konami said, hey, every month we're going to be re-looking at point values. You know, we're going to be looking to shift up the formats. If something becomes too problematic, Konami will slap those changes on it. This is one of the biggest and most heavily regulated formats in the game's history because they want things to be diverse. They want people to have fun. That's what the point system's about. You know, obviously if they have to scale Holy Sewer or something up to 15, you know, that's going to hurt the consistency of the deck and it's going to dial it back just because, you know, and not everybody's rushing out playing this at that point, but that's fine. Numbers and things are skewing. You know, you're also not seeing, you know, a lot of crazy gimmick decks. I mean, they exist. They'll show up, but I mean, like, this is just a top cut from one event. You're going to see infinite other stories as more and more of these tournaments begin to explore, as point values change. You know, this format is going to shift, and every duel is going to be a different experience. Does your opponent have Pot of Greed? Does your opponent have, you know, another power card? It just comes down to player preference on those interactions. And guess what? Only time is going to tell what's going to end up the real winner. So please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. I'll see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.